What's poppin', world? Back at it again with another video. Y'all tapped in with the Head of the Game podcast. As y'all can see right now, I'm on my way to work. Y'all read the title. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, after this week of CDL school, and I've taken off this PTO, 5 days of PTO, and I'm on my way back to work. After having like 9 days off, I had 9 days off, that many consecutive days off of work in roughly about 4 to 3.5 years. Basically, when I was unemployed during the pandemic, getting that pandemic unemployment money. But with that being said, with all that time that I just went through, and it went by pretty fast. My birthday in a couple of days, so I mean, if y'all want to give me a couple of birthday shout outs and comments, that would be much appreciated, but that's not what this video is about. The video is about returning back to work after 5 days of CDL school, right? Now, I've slept on it, I've been able to reflect on it, and honestly, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't gonna flex, you feel me? I do feel like a new man. I feel like I got a new drive, a new direction, you feel me? Or if not a newer direction, the direction is a lot more brighter than what it used to be, you feel me? So, with that being said, returning back to work, feeling good, ready to take on the day, feel a lot more motivated and ambitious. Feel like I was kind of stuck, you know? And not to downplay any occupation, because eventually, once you get to a certain point of doing a certain thing, there's gonna be a normality of it, or just not a normality, I'm not even sure if that's a word, but just a normalcy, you feel me, of whatever situation or predicament you in, you feel me, you're gonna get used to it, right? And gotta stay driven, can't stay complacent, though you do wanna be appreciative of your opportunities, right? So, with all that being said, I'm on my way back to work, feeling really good, ready to take on the day, and I just want to make this video for people that's just trying to make a big transition in their life, right? So, whatever you're going for, right? You just want to keep it balanced. The key word is balance. The main thing you really want to accomplish, right, is when you're talking about balance, like, be humble, right? Being humble is probably the best balance you can have. And what I mean by that is, yes, stay driven, stay motivated, but what keeps you grounded is being humble, because when you forget where you came from, you can also lose track of where you're going, right? Because then you begin to lose, what are you even doing all this for in the first place? That's pretty much the mindset you want to have regarding, like, if you're making a transition, if you're about to make a big step in your life. On one hand, you don't want to second guess yourself and act like you can't do it. And then on the other hand, you don't want to be so overconfident that you're just rubbing it in people's faces. Because that's unnecessary, right? No need for that, no place for that. You know, time and a place to sit up there and flex your muscles, but by and large, you know, you just want to stay humble, man. You want to stay appreciative. You want to thank the people that helped you along the way for you even be in position to get to this point. So you don't want to have, you know, recency bias and act like you always had it and stuff like that, you feel me? Or you're better than people. Or, like I said, on the other hand, second guessing yourself and questioning if you can get to the next level. You want to stay even-keeled and, you know, just keep the main thing, right? There's a lot of traffic today right here, but yeah, man. So if y'all got anything that's related to this, regarding like experiences and stuff like that, go ahead and share that. You feel me? Share your stories, man. This is what this channel about. You feel me? Life experiences and things of that sort. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, right? And I feel like it's human nature. I do feel like I'ma have a different level of enthusiasm, right? When it comes down to what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm going about it. I had a very bad habit of showing up to work late, and it's one of those special kind of jobs where you pretty much dictate the day you're gonna have based off your attendance. So if you feel like you know the ins and outs and you know what kind of windows you dealing with far as performance and production, then I guess attendance is really at your leisure if you're gonna meet all your deadlines and it's not gonna affect any obligations you have regarding the job itself, right? So for instance, like my route, I know how to get in and get out of my route. I got a business route, so it's very time-based. But I had a very bad habit of just barely making it on time. And through this week, I want to make some improvements on that, man. I feel like I've really been taking that time for granted, and it really was just a reflective of, a reflection of my complacency regarding just the situation I felt like I was in, right? And no, I shouldn't have took it out on the job. Of course not. That's a personal problem. But now that I feel like I got more motivation, more ambition to really do what needs to be done, it's definitely gonna just basically show itself in other characteristics and other behaviors and stuff like that. So that's where I'm gonna leave it off with that, guys. Like I said before, thoughts, concerns, go ahead and jot that down. That being said, like, subscribe to the video. Until the next time, I'm gone.